Hi, I'm Paige, and this is my July TBR. I don't have a TBR game that I play. I like to watch people doing them, but a lot of the times there's prompts on there that I don't have books for, and that would mean I would have to go buy new books. And I'm trying to be a lot better about how I spend money on books and trying to keep it limited to just having a shelf full of books that I need to read and not buying any more before that shelf is about halfway through. So I want to be able to consistently pull books from my shelf without having to go out and buy more for my TBR. So I have 5 prompts that I want to get to every month. I feel like that will be my bare minimum. I have to read those 5 stories to get them off my shelves and just to make me a better reader based on what the prompts are. And then I have 5 that are kind of like, if I get to them, I get to them. I used a number generator to come up with them. So that will be what those ones are. I might switch them out depending on my moods, because I am more of a mood reader sometimes, and then other times I just feel like having Alexa or Siri tell me which number of book to read. So this is what my TBR will look like. I have a diverse pick, a book recommended to me, a book that intimidates me, an anticipated read, and a nonfiction pick as my 5 main foundational TBR picks that I'm going to try and do every single month. For a diverse pick, I'm going to go with On the Come Up from Angie Thomas. I just read The Hate You Give and absolutely loved it, and I would like to read more from her. For a book recommended to me, I'm going to go with We Are the Ants by Shaun Hutchinson. My best friend told me that he read this and absolutely loved it, and the past few times that we've been on a phone call, he's asked me if I've gotten to it yet, and I have not. So this will be on my July TBR so that he can stop asking me when I've read it. It's going to be this month, okay? A book that intimidates me will be Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I tried to read this a couple years ago, probably like 6 or 7 years ago, and I got halfway through and I just stopped reading it. I didn't understand what was going on at the time. I think I watched the movie around that same time too, and I can't remember anything about it. I'm pretty sure the characters are Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy, but I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure on the Mr. Darcy part, but I don't know the plot. So this is something that I do need to get to someday. I really want to, and I'm going to try and make July the month that I get to it. For my anticipated read, I am going to go with Skyward by Sanderson. I saw Chandler Ainsley read it and give it 5 stars, so that just instantly made me want to read it, and I'm really excited to get to this one. For my nonfiction pick, this is going to be one that I actually have to purchase because I don't own it, and I like to read nonfiction books on ebook. So I'm going to go with The New Jim Crow to continue learning about Black lives and continue in my support for Black Lives Matter. My first mystery pick, when I asked Siri for a random number, gave me Starsight by Sanderson. So this will probably be what I read right after I read Skyward, just because I don't like splitting up my series, and I'll probably try and binge read both of them together. I'm thinking I might do a reading log for Skyward and Starsight together, so let me know if that's something you would like to see. The next number gave me were The Crawdad Sings by Delia Owens. I saw this recommended from Emma from Drinking by My Shelf and put it in my cart, and I'm very excited to read this one, and I'm hoping it's something that I can pass to my grandma that she can read too, and then we can talk about it. The next number gave me More Than This by Patrick Ness. I saw Books and Lala recommend it and I put it in my cart. I don't really remember what it's about, but I do like to go into books blind a lot of the time so that I'm not raising my expectations on what I think it should be about, and then I can just enjoy the story as best as I can. The next number gave me Nevermore by Jessica Townsend, and I'm really excited to read this one. I'm hoping that it'll be a light read to break up some of the really long and really emotionally heavy books that I'm also reading this month. So I'm hoping that this can be a nice little reading break somewhere in the middle of July. And the last number it gave me The Heart's Invisible Furies by Boyne. This is another one Emma from Drinking by My Shelf recommended, and I put it in my cart and it's been on my shelf for a couple of months. So those are my 10 books on my July TBR. I'm going to make it a priority to get to the top 5, and we'll see if I can get to the rest later. I really hope you like this video. Let me know if you'd like me to put the synopsis for each book in my next TBR. I'd also like to know if there's any books on my TBR that you've already read and what you thought about them down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you would like to see my thoughts on these books at the end of July. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.